Summer lovin' had me a blast, especially here in Las Vegas. And where else can you find a garden that throws together old world nostalgia, steampunk themes, and romantic balloon rides? Welcome to summer at Bellagio.
And of course, the perfect accompaniment has to be alfresco breakfast at the COMO Cafe.
So get ready, because this adventure starts right now.
Summer well and truly arrived here in Las Vegas this month with some record-breaking temps. But Bellagio looks as cool and serene as ever. As we always do, we'll start our visit to Bellagio in the lobby, quiet and serene before 7 on a Monday morning. Stunning monochromatic florals in the vases, all sunny yellow. But back beyond the front desk, a bright palette of summer color. As many times as we've covered the changes in the conservatory over the seasons and the years, we've rarely run into a barricade, but today it's going to prove interesting, so stay tuned. Not to worry, back to the fountain and we'll enter this way. The official title for summer 2024 is Higher Love, and designer Ed Libby has said the intention is to inspire us to reflect on how love can lift us up. The 4 main beds feature several themes. The most prominent are, of course, the hot air balloons, but they've also thrown in European fountains, cool steampunk elements, thousands of real plants, and some over-the-top man-made ones as well. Let's go dive in for a closer look. The west bed across the back attracts you first with these 3 brilliant embellished balloons soaring as high as 36 feet. You'll find the Bellagio bee sprinkled around the displays, perhaps the biggest one on this guy. The center balloon is adorned with golden heads of the Greek goddess Medusa and mirrored jewels, an ode to timeless beauty. The balloons and plants surround a large misty pond, often present in this bed. And off to the left, a waterfall. This rugged mountain slope has been part of several conservatory designs recently, and when the temps are 100 and more outside, the sound of water falling from a great height is very refreshing. Not to mention the fact that the rising sun coming through the skylights makes the whole thing glow. Can you guess what's hidden inside the basket of this balloon on the right? Even from Sadel's side, you can't see a thing but that fancy candle chandelier, can you? It's actually the intimate culinary experience called the garden table. Up to 6 of you can enjoy a Sadel's brunch or a Michael Mina dinner inside this enchanted balloon. Since we're back here, we'll just show you the back of this bed as well, and give a well-deserved nod to the Bellagio horticultural team. Everything in back is as exquisite as it is in front. From the flowers and greenery to that wisteria cloud. The North Bed always seems to be where the most whimsical designs land, and for summer 2024, it's gone steampunk. Steampunk is a movement that meshes 19th century mechanical movements like gears with futuristic elements. The balloon is embellished with a metal bee. And the boat is an example of the intricate, whimsical use of old-world technology, a characteristic of steampunk. The mimosa tree in the back left corner is a carry-over from the spring display, and it fits this theme just as well. This frog looks familiar too, but frogs are often associated with the summery themes like growth and rebirth. And as always, the LED screen in the back adds extra punch to what's going on in the foreground. Lots of balloons and gears flying at you, breaking that 2D barrier from both the front and the side. By far the coolest thing about experiencing the North Bed this morning was catching the horticultural team in the pond, replacing the pots of fresh flowers. We absolutely love this. Onto the East Bed and its European Summer of Love theme. Now, when we first arrived, that bright blue bucket truck did its best to distract us from the view, but still, this is beautiful. Notice the bubbling water fountains and the willow trees on each end. The willows embody strength and harmony and provide a shady canopy to the plants in the bed. There are two main elements in the bed, a zeppelin embellished with florals and a European-style fountain with frolicking nymphs. Now, minus the bucket truck, this bed is meant to embody the essence of romance, to elevate and lift our spirits. Notice, too, that it's one of those rare designs that we do not get to walk through. Speaking of which, why was the bucket truck there? Yep, we agree. That willow tree did need a few more branches in that bare spot. Before we move on, let's take a moment to appreciate the sheer volume and variety of the plants in the summer conservatory. We didn't see any number totals published, but I'll tell you what, it's a lot. We particularly loved all the use of the calla lilies, so elegant, and the surprise of the delicate rose of Sharon. By the way, if you love the scent in the conservatory, you can buy the Higher Love candle. The notes are orange, jasmine, amber, and patchouli. You'll also notice the man-made flowers nestled among the real ones. The sculptured roses in particular are a universal symbol of love and passion and invite deep emotion. One more of those universal themes is the use of the oversized butterflies overhead, representing transformation, renewal, and graceful movement. Early on, the barricades prevented us from viewing the south bed straight on, but the side view is pretty intriguing. The wisteria is another carryover from spring, and clearly purple is again the prominent color in this display. At the walkway entrance, you are greeted by the happy faces of the pansies, familiar to conservatory visitors. In an effort to catch the details, we even went out to the side hallway peek-through where we got a great view of the purple passion balloon. From the front, it is magnificent, decked out in a Baroque style with floral and botanic materials mounted in gilded settings. It's like a piece of old world jewelry. And down in the pond, a nice welcome back to the Bellagio's koi. The notes on this bed describe it as a perky purple and coral combo, suggesting summer celebration and warmth. The annual aster figures prominently here. It's a flower known as a beautiful crown, a symbol of both love and wisdom. Remember those pansies? Well, here's a fun before and after just for you. Every Monday, this horticultural specialist takes the top flower apart and remakes it. And on Wednesdays, he does the one on the bottom. Thousands of fresh-cut carnations, hand-placed. Tell you what, Paula was absolutely loving this. Fast forward to an hour after we arrived, it's now 7:54 and we're on the balcony above Bellagio's pool deck awaiting the 8 a.m. opening. There's something new down there that we are really excited to visit. Now here's a fun fact. You can come down to the pool deck without a room key if your destination is the brand new pool cafe, and ours is. Breakfast awaits.
Well, hello and good morning from the COMO Poolside Café at Bellagio. What a way to kick off summertime here in Las Vegas. It is a gorgeous morning. Let me look at the temp. 82 gorgeous degrees. It is actually Monday, June 10th when I'm here. COMO just opened at 8 o'clock and it's just shortly after that. I have ordered an extravagant breakfast of French toast and I'm not going to apologize for it because I just feel extravagant today. So I will show you the COMO redo that they did over the winter. It's in the same place as the old Bellagio Pool Cafe, but everything about it is new. So take a look and then we'll have breakfast.
In spring 2023, the open-air COMO Poolside Café and Bar made its debut. And the promos promise we're going to feel very special in here. COMO is described as a breezy retreat inspired by its namesake, Lake Como, Italy. The main dining area has seating for up to 150 guests, all with views of the pool deck. Everything is brand new and done in seaside colors from the floor, to the furniture, to the canopy above. Also new is a 30-seat bar with TVs, something the original pool cafe never had. Those high-top chairs really look comfortable. COMO's fresh new menu includes unique breakfast offerings, and later on you can order sushi or tasty skewers. By the way, this is the view from Paula's table. Who wouldn't want to join her?
Well, my friends, check this out. If I wanted to be extravagant, I think I chose the right breakfast. Oh, wait a minute. Before I get started, let me just pour some syrup on top of this. Oh my gosh. Plus, there are birds walking all over here around us. There are little kids chasing the birds. It is a nature sanctuary here at the COMO. All right. So I have a little piece of French toast. Let me grab, oh, if I can, a strawberry with it. Here we go. Crazy good, although honestly, it's already not hot. It's kind of room temperature. I think that's really quick, huh? I have a banana. Plus, there is whipped cream.
Thank you.
What an amazing breakfast. And I decided to go ahead and get a side of sausage. I got 4 sausage links. I asked for them well done, and they kind of are. Good. Savory. All right. Haven't had the bill yet. I don't care. It's going to be worth it for the ambiance, the atmosphere, the birds. The service is incredible. I have two servers, one that's kind of doing the drinks and one that's doing the food. They're both excellent, and it's just a wonderful experience. I'm going to eat. See you later. Okay, friends, two more things I want to say. Number one is there is like dried candied apricots, I think, sprinkled up across the French toast, which I didn't even realize till I ate them. They're delicious. And second of all, presentation is everything to me. Not only was this plate beautiful, but the way they set down the butter and the syrup was like awesome. Anyway, really classy place. Love it. All right, I have to say, as soon as possible, I'm dragging this guy over to Como. We're sitting in those comfy chairs at the bar. We're going to order a skewer and a fruity drink.
Yeah, now let me just say that I have been there a couple times, and I have been there without having a reservation or anything at the Bellagio. We loved the other restaurant was there, and what Paula told me about the one, this one is even better.
It is, and we love that Bellagio lets you in. You know, if you go to those nice pool cafes at Venetian and Palazzo, you have to be a guest or you can't get in.
Yeah.
So big thumbs up to Bellagio for letting us into that beautiful space.
Yeah, it is just a beautiful thing. Now, let me just ask you something. Did you think some of that stuff at Bellagio looked, sort of familiar? Yeah.
A lot of it. The balloons, I literally think they just put different fabric on them because they used the balloons last year.
Yeah.
Those big pink roses, they were in the spring display.
And so was the wisteria.
And so was the mimosa tree.
And the mimosa tree. Now, you gotta cut them a break. They do this 5 times a year, and I understand. And Ed Libby is the one who designs all this stuff. This guy's a genius. And so we cut him a break because there's different people that come in all during the year and all that stuff. We just happen to be the ones that come in all the time.
All the time.
Yeah. So there are a couple of things that they do bring forward, but that's okay.
You guys ask so many times what they do with the elements that are in the conservatory. The answer is they must put them in a warehouse and pull them back out as needed.
Yeah, like the winter thing, the bears and stuff like that. But it's all beautiful, and they never copy a display from a year before. They always make it different.
It's always unique and new.
Yeah. Now, here's another thing. I have never heard the word steampunk until we went to Universal Studios over there in California, went to that chocolate place. What's up with steampunk?
Do you realize our last 3 videos all featured something about steampunk? Not only Universal, but Area 15, and now the Conservatory. You should have bought the goggles.
I should. You know, the thing was, I did buy that hat. That hat I wore in a couple videos, that was a steampunk hat. And yeah, they did have the goggles, but I didn't buy them. All right.
So steampunk is fun. Where'd that come from?
I don't know.
Anyway, we're enjoying it.
All right, my friends. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification button. Anything else you want to tell these nice people, Miss Steampunk Paula?
One thing, happy Dad's Day to all the wonderful fathers out there. This one and the next generation as well. Scott and Chris, you guys are both next gen dads. Love ya.
Hope you had a good time. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.